Unit 731, Experiments on Human Subjects in Asia, 1932 to 1945. Wholesome reading. Unit 731, Experiments on Human Subjects in Asia, 1932 to 1945. Wholesome reading.
If Fatterone thinks I work better under pressure.
Gallagher's not gonna like this.
This looks like a weapon that has been taken apart. Most likely a prototype. It appears the power is out. That should help. Good. It works.
Pyrolysis protocol. Pyrolysis complete. I hope the implant is intact. It doesn't look damaged.
Shit.
The glass-walled room appears to contain very old books. They're extremely fragile. There must be a connection. It's unlocked. Temperature, humidity. That can't be good for the books.
What? Oh my god! No, 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 no!
Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help.
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred, face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Manna.
You can call me Caleb.
Galeb. Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation, or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
What exactly are you looking for?
You intrigue me. From a theological standpoint, you're an enigma.
That's almost certainly for the best.
I'm not so sure of that. Perhaps if we understood you better.
It's not that simple. We'll always incite fear in humans. The mere mention of us generates a reaction of disgust.
That could evolve. With time and patience.
Time is one thing we don't have. The Inquisition only stops when all is consumed and reduced to ashes.
Well, maybe we could find another remedy.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
You're just trying to eliminate us as efficiently as possible.
We study you. Our methods may certainly be questionable, but...
Questionable? You call systematic immolation a method? Your need to soothe your conscience speaks volumes.
You may be right. It's never easy to realize that you're on the wrong side, is it?
It's not too late to open your eyes.
Perhaps. And perhaps I could also make the same argument regarding you. Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Just think of all that we could do together. A mutually beneficial partnership would be ideal for a researcher such as yourself.
Indeed. An unprecedented alliance. The offer is tempting, I admit. You must understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself? You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
You made your decision when you chose not to call security. There's no reason to hesitate now.
You don't understand the predicament in which I find myself. It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat, like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Stanford is far from innocent. He defiles your beliefs.
It's true that we are often in disagreement.
Then it's time to take action.
You're right. I've been blinded for far too long. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate Chiara Favarone in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well, then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now, before someone finds us together.
Not so fast. I'm counting on your discretion.
And I am counting on yours.
He won't betray me. And who knows? Maybe I'll run into him again.
over long.
Welcome, Counselor Faverone.
Very well. Let's see what I have access to now. Wonderful. I can access the database. Stanford. Based on the GPS data, he's not far off. But below me, there's something flashing here. What did I unlock? A draft by Chiara Faverone.
Senior, I am very honored by your offer to take over from you, but I am afraid I must decline. Our strategy is flawed. I've already told you that, and I wouldn't want to do any dishonor to your legacy here. Chiara Faverone. End of dictation.
Interesting. But I'm here for Stanford. It's now or never.
There he is! Take him downstairs.
Today is September 6th, 2019. This is confession number 6, conducted by Father Walter Stanford. I'm being assisted by Agents Hawthorne and Beck from SAD. The blank body was apprehended in our laboratory. I imagine you used one of your little magic tricks on the guards at the entrance to get inside. I don't recommend that you attempt that with me.
I must endure this.
Very well. Let's get down to the heart of the matter. Begin by identifying yourself.
He knows more than he's letting on. I must be careful. I was born in 1710 in Constantinople. I had many names. Now I respond to Galib Bazori. I was Shahzad Suleiman, the son of Jeanette Bazori and Ahmed III, Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. I have been a navigator, a diamond trader, and a cold-blooded murderer. For 3 centuries, I've amassed an immense fortune and taken many lives. I'm a monster. What about you?
I'm the man who will stop this. Your information confirms what we already know. Your kind are not known for their virtue. Excuse my unfounded mistrust. But let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman. After all, time is precious to you, even if you have all eternity at your disposition.
What do you want?
I ask the questions, you answer. Things will be clearer that way. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
Let me go.
I warned you. That won't work with me.
He should have submitted to my will.
You'll learn that I admire courage. But sometimes it comes with a price. Pray, if you still can. Dominate Maybe you'll stop your foolishness now. Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
We have eyes everywhere. Did you really think we wouldn't notice anything?
Impressive. Not to mention the fact that you managed to get in here. That's no small feat for a vampire alone. Were there any lost souls that helped you?
was helped, actually. You should be more careful in choosing your men, Stanford.
Give me a name.
Joseph Manna.
Ah. Unlike St. Paul on the road to Damascus, our poor Joseph has done quite the opposite, and finally renounced his faith. We shall take immediate action against him. Let's try something else now. A subject that's especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe you are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
I won't tell you anything.
We'll see how long you last. You leave me no choice. I'm going to have to purify you.
Nashua Street.
A nice location, which could match some of our intel. I'm intimately acquainted with Boston, you see. I was born here. That's why it's so important to me that we clean it up. We'll verify this information quickly. Very quickly. I have so many more questions to ask. Let's see what I can find out from you. It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you.
Who?
See you soon, Caleb.